How does the Biden regime work to manipulate the information that is made available publicly about any narrative? In this case, we're going to talk about the origins of COVID. How does a government do that? Let's remember that a government is made up of multiple agencies and parts. And these parts have a quasi-independence. They don't communicate with each other necessarily or coordinate with each other. So think, for example, you've got the CIA over here, or you got the FBI over there, the Defense Department, the State Department, you've got the White House. And the White House does have a sort of coordinating role, but nevertheless, these departments are large. A lot of times they have independent expertise. And so in the case of the origin of COVID, there are different groups looking into it. The Energy Department is looking into it with its experts. The FBI is looking into it. And so is the CIA. Now, it turns out that somewhat inconveniently, the Energy Department and the FBI both came to the conclusion that COVID was made in a lab. And the Biden regime and Fauci had been trying to go the other way and say that no, we have no idea where it came from. But to the degree that we know it was, COVID had a natural origin. And because Fauci had, maybe still has, this totemic status as sort of the nation's leading infectious disease expert, there were all these digital platforms, including YouTube, that treated Fauci like he was some kind of a messiah. And essentially, if Fauci said it, that was science. And if Fauci didn't say it or opposed it, that was anti-science, and they would then deplatform you or ban you for saying what Fauci didn't say or for advancing the theory that contradicted Fauci. But now we're beginning to learn the kind of shady operations that are going on behind the scenes. Fauci, for example, commissions a study, an academic study. He commissions it from scholars who get government money, so they have an incentive to come to the conclusion that he wants. So they do come to that conclusion, and he gives them more money. And then he cites that study in public as if he just independently stumbled upon it. Oh man, here's a study from a bunch of prominent virologists, not saying that A, he was behind it, he was involved with it, he read it beforehand, he approved it. So this is the sneakiness of Fauci. And there's a new twist on all this, which is apparently Fauci was ushered into the CIA, kind of in a backdoor way, to convince the skeptical CIA analysts who were looking into the origins of COVID. And Fauci was there to tell them, hey, listen, I'm Dr. Fauci, and I want to tell you that COVID had a natural origin. It didn't come from a lab. Now, Fauci, it seems, was not successful in being able to do this, but it's interesting that, again, the CIA is supposed to be making an independent assessment. What's going on with pulling in Fauci? It's not that the CIA lacks experts. It's not they don't have credentialed people. It's not like they're just a bunch of, spooks. And so let's bring in a real doctor who knows what's going on. It's nothing like that. The CIA has plenty of expertise. And the people who were on this panel had that kind of expertise, but evidently they were not falling into line. Therefore, bring in Fauci. So whistleblower testimony says the CIA rewarded these analysts, these 6 analysts, with financial incentives to change their COVID-19 origins conclusion. So first they try Fauci. That doesn't work. Okay, well, listen, money works. Let's give them money to change that. So you see the internal effort here to cajole, to pressure, perhaps even to bludgeon people into conformity. So it's not even really clear what's going on here. Was this Fauci's idea? Hey, listen, I want to go over to the CIA guys. I'll talk some sense into them. Is it that? Was it that there was one guy on the CIA and he was the lone guy who thought that COVID had a natural origin? All the other 6 guys went the other way. And so did he go, listen, let me round up Fauci. He's on my side of this. I'll bring him in and maybe he can convince all my colleagues that, with the weight of his authority, he can come in his white lab coat. Is that what was going on? Was this an operation directed by the Biden White House? They go, oh, wow, we had the Energy Department kind of go rogue on us on this, and we had the The FBI go rogue on us. Christopher Wray, there he is before Congress saying that he thinks COVID was made in a lab. This is very embarrassing. And so let's at least get the CIA into line. Let's call up Fauci, bring him on. So there are different possibilities of how this happened, but it seems that it did happen. Fauci ends up in a very unlikely spot inside the CIA, trying to convince these CIA guys that they're wrong and that COVID has a natural origin. The motive, it seems, I think, on Fauci's part, not necessarily, well, Fauci's a Chinese agent. No, that's not really it. It's that Fauci had been involved in funding gain-of-function research in labs in the United States. Those labs were doing business with Wuhan and with China. And so Fauci realized we're in a global pandemic. Lots of people have died. The blame is now going to fall not just on China, but on gain-of-function research in the United States, funded by, guess who? One Dr. Fauci. And therefore, it's very good. It's very beneficial to cover up the origins of COVID. Mike Lindell has a passion to help you get the best sleep of your life. He didn't stop with the MyPillow pillows. He also created the Giza Dream bed sheets. Now, we use these bed sheets. Debbie and I love them. The sheets look and feel great, which means an even better night's sleep for you, which is crucial for your overall health. Mike found the world's best cotton called Giza. It's ultra soft and breathable, but also extremely durable. And Mike's latest deal sale of the year for a limited time, 50% off the Giza Dream Sheets, marking prices down as low as $29.98, depending on the size. Go to MyPillow.com and a promo code Dinesh. There you'll find not just this great offer, but deep discounts on all the MyPillow products, the MyPillow robes, the mattress topper, the pillows, of course, the towel sets, and so much more. The number to call, 800-876-0227. Again, 800-876-0227, or go to MyPillow.com. Make sure to use the promo code DINESH, Dinesh.